Go back to the 4 boxes.
You
know
do that on
what I'm saying?
anything.
Cause not right. So don't put because you trying to just make it seem like, hey, this is what it is. Now it's my
You kind of just let that shit go to a certain extent.
yeah.
So
Right. She should have just wrote Charlie if she wanted her to say just Charlie.
well, shit. I mean, shit.
Nah, I
Well, it's like you going in.
Selena. Everybody loves Selena.
Yo. What's good? It's your boy Chef Dave. Welcome to another episode of Before You Go to Sleep podcast coming at you Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. We try to get to you guys as soon as we could. We're getting better and better. I appreciate the fellas showing up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody's time here. Everybody's time here is very valuable. You know what I'm saying? Much appreciated from you fellas. And let me introduce the panel. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest. I ain't gonna introduce him. I just throw him his name right quick because he got a little. We'll let him know who you are real soon. But W, say what's up to the people. Let them know what's good.
Hey, what's up?
Then we got your boy Seven, all the way from down under, aspiring astronaut, pilot. He'll fly private jets, commercial jets, anything that's in the air he can fly. Hot air balloon, he got it. It's your boy Seven.
Outer space.
All the way from the West Coast. I mean, from the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? Black and yellow, all day long, you know what I'm saying? Still a boy, still town, blue collar, you know what I'm saying? 10 toes down. It's your boy, RJ50. Tell him what's good.
Shit, everything good, man. Everything good right now. What's up with y'all?
Chill. So, how was everybody week? You know what I'm saying? W, we start with you. How was your week?
I don't think y'all want to hear about my child custody fight.
Oh, you going through a little something, huh? But this is
Yeah,
why
it
we
is
here.
a
This is a
little
safe
rough
place.
here.
We'll get you through it. We know all about it. We'll get you through it. Seven, what's up, baby? What's been going on? How your week been?
Man, I've been spending it just like everybody would wish they could spend it. I've been abusing old folks. I was out there on a pickleball court, won 4 games in a row, came back, played a little bit of basketball, won 2 games after that. I'm a champion. So we about to just go ahead and have a good show. I can't have a bad show after doing all that winning.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
RJ50, you know what I'm saying? Let them know, baby. How was your week? You know what I'm saying? Anything interesting happen? Anything? What's up? How was your week?
Shit, a lot of things happen, but it's cool, man. A lot of things happen, but everything cool though. Everything going. Yeah.
I feel you. I feel something rumbling up under, but we'll get through that
Yeah.
after show. So we're gonna kick it off. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Shout out to all the fans. Please like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Get in that comment section if you want to engage. You know what I'm saying? You hear something interesting, we'll send you the link. You can jump on. You can express your point of view and your opinions because sometimes in that comment section might not get across as good. So jump on, hit that link, come on, say your piece, and we'll talk about it. All right, fellas. Tonight we got a new game. It's called Shut Up or Talk About It. Now I'm gonna give you guys a couple hot topics that's going on throughout the world, and if you want to talk about it, say talk about it. If you don't, say shut up. And majority rules. You know, 2 out of 3 say shut up. Then we gonna skip it. So first up, the penny. The penny is dead. Trump said it cost 2 cents to make a penny. The penny started in 1793, and now it has come to an end in 2025. I don't know how long it'll take for all the pennies to go wherever they can go, but yeah. We'll start with you, RJ50. You want to talk about it or shut up?
Uh, we could. I'll talk about it.
W, talk about it, shut up.
I'll shut up.
Seven, talk about it or shut up.
I'll talk about it.
All right, majority wins, baby. Let's go. Okay, RJ50, the penny is no longer being minted. I mean,
Yeah, it's shit. Hey, if it's costing more than if it costs you if the cost of making is more than the value, then what's the point of it? You know what I mean? So shit, we can get rid of that. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm saving me some damn pennies though, because they gonna probably be worth some money in the long run. Hope I got a bank ready. You know what I'm saying? Them old coins be worth some money. Man, imagine all these people got piggy banks. And then these pennies that he get rid of turn into millions. You
Yep.
know what I'm
And you
saying?
know that's what's gonna happen.
So hey, it's cool. I'm gonna say these pennies I got. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I'm foreseeing a lot of people going to the bank and picking up rolls of pennies to hold on to for when they're not in circulation anymore.
Yep.
Mm,
Mhm.
yeah,
You
yeah.
already know it. All right, we gonna move on to the next one. Walmart is under fire. A T-shirt that many say depicts a Nazi-style salute. RJ50, we're gonna wait till there we go. RJ50, you wanna shut up or talk about it?
We can talk about that too. Yeah.
W, shut up or talk about
Yeah, we talk about it.
it. 7, all right, shut up and talk about
Yeah, you already know they already won. So yeah,
it. All right, W, go ahead and give your little brief thoughts and feelings on this Walmart under fire for selling T-shirts that many say depicts neo-Nazi style salute.
Well, I feel like it might not be a real T-shirt, but
Mm.
that shit's crazy. They did the fucking Nazi salute over the Black Lives Matter shit. It's
that's not Black Lives Matter. Oh, my bad.
it's not. It's not that. I thought that's what the fist was.
It looked like the fist is the fist, right?
Yeah,
But
but
that
that's
Yeah.
not
doesn't mean Black Lives Matter. That
that
means
black
Black
that black
Power.
power. Yeah,
Oh,
black
okay,
power.
okay.
Oh, okay. They're a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's real.
AI, huh? It's going around. We talked about that last week. All right, RJ50, what's up?
Yeah, shit. Since he said that, he make me think it's not real either. Now it's just something to talk about. So now it changed my whole perspective of what I was thinking. But if Walmart was selling those shirts, then I think they ass be getting. What's that lawyer name? Bill Crump. He'll be in that motherfucker real quick. Yeah, with a lawsuit. Goddamn me. You
And
know.
I think
So
they trying to say it's like they playing paper, rock, scissors. Cause throw that picture back up there. Cause if you see it up at top above the salute, it says paper beats rock.
yeah, but come on,
Nah,
that. Yeah, come on, that. Come on, that. Come
I,
on, that.
I didn't
Of
design that
course.
shirt. That's
Of
not
course,
my shirt.
paper beat rock on that picture. All right. So,
yeah. So first off, can we even verify that that's actually a real shirt? Let me look this up
Hang
real
on,
quick.
I'm looking it up too.
It was Josh says it was real. It's been circulating around this week on all the show that's believable, like CNN.
they were sold in Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they
Okay,
gonna have a
okay.
lot of
It was briefly sold on Walmart's website by a third party seller. So it's not Walmart that sold it, it was a
Oh,
third party
so
seller.
like one of those sellers from home.
Yeah. And then Walmart took it
Mm.
off.
Oh, okay. Appreciate that, W. You like that information. We always like to keep things right and tight around here before you go to sleep. Podcast Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Pop that picture up for me. 200 Americans have applied for ICE. $50,000 signing bonus, $90,000 salary to become an ICE agent. RJ50, you want to shut up or talk about it?
Let's talk about it. It sounds like a good ass job right there, boy. How
Boy,
much, how
don't
much
it?
you need? I'm
7, you
trying to
want to
figure out.
shut up and talk about it, 7?
Yeah, go ahead and talk about this one too. I want to hear
W?
some
You know we
thoughts on it.
talking about it.
Yes, sir. All right, W, go ahead and kick it off.
All right, so are y'all familiar with alligator Alcatraz?
Now,
Ooh.
fill us in.
First off,
Fill us in.
well, I'll start with a 50 grand sign-on bonus. 50 grand gonna fix a lot of people's issues. I'm sure they will be
Get quick.
anybody willing to go work for ICE because of the sign-on bonus. But Alligator Alcatraz is out in Florida, and it's pretty much it's a detention center for illegal immigrants, and it's set up exactly like Alcatraz, but in the fucking swamp.
Damn.
RJ50, what's your thoughts? Would you
Shit.
become an agent for this $50,000 sign-on bonus?
Man, I need to know the qualifications right now. Shit. I need to know
You
right.
don't have to have anything. You don't have to have a law
I don't think
enforcement
so.
degree. Nothing. No, they take in people like if you prior service, they'll take you right now.
Okay.
That's not completely true.
Hey,
You,
how,
Data
hold on.
Duck says they don't drug test.
Hey, how long do you have to stay before you get the 50K?
It say sign on. Oh, like is it a 3 month probation or something before
Yeah, yeah,
you?
yeah. Or do I gotta
Yeah.
make a certain quota? I gotta lock a certain
Yeah,
amount of motherfuckers up or some
yeah.
shit. Like, let me know that first before I get this 50,000. Like before I sign on, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you're gonna be catching them
Uh,
anyway, so why not have
nah,
incentives? That's
nah.
an
I need to
incentive.
know. I need to know though, because if that's the case, I probably ain't gonna want to do it. If
I,
I
Okay,
I
got
so
to know.
guarantee you.
if it's like border patrol, then that means you get the first half of it. You get the first half of it when you sign on, and then you don't get the rest of it until after you completed your first term. But then still, even at that, if you don't finish your term, you have to pay back that half to them. So
They said 200,000 people applied. The qualifications can't be that high.
it is pretty high because you have to still be able to get a security clearance, and a lot of people
Background
can't do
check,
that.
background
Background
check.
check,
Right,
and then
right.
you got to take a what's the name? You have to take a this is if it's like border patrol, and then you have to take a what's that shit called? The test where the lie detector tests. You got to go to the state office, take a lie detector test, and then after you completed all those things, then you still have to go through their training regiment, and then you can get into it. You know, so it's not like they're just letting people just walk on and
But
be
no, no, no. You got
But
to be
but
physically
Seven,
able.
would you sign on for $90,000 salary?
nah, nah. Morally, it don't
What's up,
align
BJ?
with my views.
Okay, I feel you. Morals and values stepping in. And views stepping in. I feel you. Okay, we gonna move on to the last shut up or talk about it. Okay, that country that started that one pandemic, they're at it again. Now it may not seem like it, but this is what I see. Once we pop this picture up, I'll speak on it. Okay, Chinese scientists are developing a drug to extend human life to 150 years. The break the breakthrough hinges on grapeseed compound PCC1, which is tested destroyed aged mice cells, extending their lifespan beyond 9%. So they have a drug that's killing lifespan cells, giving you extra time to spend on over. I don't know about y'all, but I don't think I need 150 years on this earth. You want to shut up and talk about it, RJ50?
Yeah, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that.
W, shut up and talk about it. W
I'm good too.
7.
I would have talked about it.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
Because
still go ahead.
they might be starting in another pandemic. You ask me.
Yeah, so like if you want to hear what I had to say about it, the
Oh yeah,
whole
go ahead,
thing is
Seven.
that I believe y'all already know I get my views from biblical context. It says inside the last days we'll be living as long as been inside the beginning. So you already know that like Methuselah was the oldest person who ever lived inside of the Bible. I think he lived somewhere around like 978 years, somewhere around there. I don't remember exactly. So this cutting edge science is just another showing that we close to whatever specific end times. Some people may call it Valhalla, some people call it whatever. Well, you know what I'm saying? The end seems like it's pretty close. Niggas probably gonna start living for a long time. But that's just me and my conspiracy mind. That's all I had to really say about that.
Oh, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because those Chinese are always up to something. They are always a step ahead in technology, modern day science, and everything like that. And it's not always good. All right, thank you fellas for playing that game right there. I appreciate that. Shut up and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll bring it back
For sure.
sometime this year, maybe next year. Who knows? All right, let's get into this show. Today we got a real special guest, and I'd like to let him know that I really appreciate him coming through and spending some time with us. He could be doing something else, but he chose to be here with us, and we really appreciate that. Today's guest, he's going to go by W today. He grew up in Western North Carolina on a native reservoir. His race was the minority. He's an ex-white supremacist. He joined at a young age, but saw the light early and turned a new leaf. He's a single dad with a beautiful baby girl. And as you heard earlier, he's going through some things right now. And as you know, I got a little spot in my heart for single dads trying to do their thing with baby girls. I'm a girl dad as well. And everybody, let's clap it up for W. Let's show him some respect and thank you for coming through.
For sure, man.
Appreciate you,
What's
brother.
up, brother?
Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming through, man. All right, this gonna be we gonna interview W here and get a little bit into his life and how he grew up and the things that he went through as an adolescent, his teenage years, and all the way through his adult life. Seven, you want to kick it off and ask W a question?
Yeah, I think the first question should be asked is, can you explain your ideology or where you started at? Because I think most of our fans want to know about the white supremacist past that you had. Can you tell us about that?
All right. So where I started at, it was more so of like a learned belief, right? So I grew up on the res, but with a white family. I was one of the only white families on the reservation. I mean, I am Native American, but I'm a lot more white than the rest. They said, "How do you turn a leaf from that, man?" But
I will
it
get
was
to them comments later. Don't worry about that, buddy.
it was more like it was taught. It was a part of growing up. I really know no better. But as I grew as a person, the time I spent in the army, like I met Seven, and then the time I've spent outside of the army, meeting other people, talking, learning, becoming more educated, I eventually realized that this is not a race issue. There's more of a systemic issue.
Okay. And so,
Uh, Go ahead, Sam. You got
can
one
you
more.
can you talk about one of the ideologies that actually led you into that lifestyle? However raunchy it is, try to if you need to censor it to a certain degree. Like, what is one of these propagandic views that was going through your community that said that made you think black people are inferior, brown skinned Native Americans are inferior? I know these ain't your thoughts. I'm saying like these are the things I want to know about.
It,
Yeah.
it was a lot of just the community that I grew up in, right? So there was on like in the high school I went to, there was only one black kid like the whole time I was in school.
Did you know him? Were y'all in the same grade?
He was a year behind me.
Okay.
He didn't fare super well. That kid caught hell.
Mm.
It was yeah. I didn't have no part in it. I was off doing my own thing. I got caught up in
You
drugs
ain't
real
gotta lie,
early.
Craig. You ain't gotta lie. No, I'm scared. Did you see it? Did you see him
I
getting
had
worked
other
on?
shit to do. I had other shit to do.
Did you see him getting worked on?
Yeah. I
Did you
seen it.
stop it?
I ain't step in. Hell no.
You was a part of it. You was a part of it. Okay. Anybody else got any other questions though? 'Cause I know I started off hot.
Um, Go ahead, RJ50.
No, I don't have no question. I'm listening. I'm here to. I'm trying to learn. I'm listening. I
Okay.
think of
So
something. When I hear something, I think of something.
oh yeah, for sure. We already know. We know. We ready for you. W. So as you're growing up and as you're taught these things, what turned the light on? What made you see that it was a systemic thing? What got you to see that what you were
to
representing was wrong?
But so it was just the more I think the biggest part of it was the army for me. Once I spent a lot more time with people that weren't white, and I started getting to know people. I mean, I realized it's like we all the same people. We all bleed red. I mean, Seven might disagree with me, but we all the
I
same
do.
people. That's a religious viewpoint.
I
but
definitely
we
do.
all bleed red, and there's bad seeds in all races.
Mhm.
Can we get to some of them comments before we go to the next question from RJ50?
Hey,
Can we get
that was
we have any
yeah,
comments?
that was
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody said I had a clan member tattoo. Man, I don't know what you talking about.
Sideline story said ex white supremacist. He was taught these things growing up. It wasn't like it's something he found an interest in to where it was a self-taught. It wasn't self-taught. It was the environment. He fell victim to his environment. That's what that was. How do you turn a leaf from that? Said sideline story. I mean, people forgive killers. People. I mean, people got their own journeys, and it's not for up for us to know to say who turned the leaf and who's doing good or not. You accept them for who they are and you respect them. Oh, let's get to the next comment, please. Call me Uncle Ruckus, says Daddy Duck.
That's a good question right there.
Oh my God. Hey, yo, W, we got a question for you.
You don't have to answer it. Nah, never mind. Do what you gonna do though, man.
You know you got a couple on.
Oh, I'm here. I got a headset on. I can hear you. I just went to get another beer.
So
Okay.
Black Office just got done asking,
That's
what's
what
your
just like a
best
redneck.
Mexican joke?
My best Mexican joke. You know what? I actually ain't got one. I ain't got one ready for you.
Jill said, what's a Mexican favorite bookstore? Borders.
Oh shit. That damn.
Okay. We bringing them out now. They coming out. So W, did you have any friends of the other race? Like me, not when you were in the army, like growing up, were you ever like friends with different races, or it was just so drilled into you that you were just only focused on the white race?
It was kind of drilled into me, but I grew up on the res, so I guess I had a lot of friends and family that was native on my mom's side, but on my dad's side it was all rough.
So I mean, getting did you have any girlfriends at a young age? Like, how was that explaining to a girl that you were had so much hatred towards another group and what you represented
Well,
it?
you know, it wasn't actually something I had to explain. Like it was really common where I'm from.
Oh, okay. So they already knew the
So
program.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
And
they
get to
already
and,
knew what
some
was
of
up.
these
and
boosted
I'm gonna
questions.
say what type of hatred though? Like what type of hatred, or do you like what type of hatred have you ever expressed or something like that towards
Well, I I,
like
w-
that?
I was never like extremely public. I was never like on the extremist side. When I first came into the army, it was viewed as extremist. Like Seven can tell you, like shit I thought saying was normal or doing was normal. He was like, "Man, what the fuck is wrong with you?"
Mhm.
Yeah. I used to often have this conversation with him because I was inside the army for a long period of time. To him, I was like, "Hey man, it's cool to have your ideology, but take that shit back home to your bedroom, to the people that you be around. If you saying it out here, you're gonna be fucking up your family money. You're gonna be fucking up all this other type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I used to just try to keep them wise and understand that. And I don't care that you're racist. I think that all white people are racist. That's not even a big problem for me. My problem is that you don't understand that this is the real world. You working in corporate world, you need to leave that shit at the wayside. Yeah.
You ever use the N word?
uh, and not like specifically against people. I mean, I've definitely yelled it at people in road rage on the highway, but it's not like they heard me.
That's using it at people.
Do you listen to rap music? You listen to rap music?
uh, yes and no.
Do you sing along with the N word part? You go with it?
No,
Oh,
no, the rap I listen to ain't got it. I don't.
okay, all right.
Mostly white rappers.
Let me ask you something. Uh, what's your views on things like Black Lives Matter? And what was your views at that time compared to this time also?
Okay, so well at that time, Black Lives Matter hadn't really taken off. That didn't really take off until COVID, and when COVID took off, I was already in the army, and I was already starting to grow out of that shell of what I was raised in. But my view on it now is it started off with good intentions, and like many groups, it got twisted for different.
Yeah, once money gets involved, and a lot of money was funded into that Black Lives Matter, things get crazy.
I'm not even talking about it as a group. I'm talking about just like the
No,
statement
I was just
itself.
commenting on the last part where he's saying in the beginning
I
it
know.
was for good. It was meant for, it was a good slogan. It was getting the people rallied together. But then towards the end, it became some type of
Right. It
I
fraud.
know.
started off
Actually,
as it
yeah,
started
it's
off as
different.
peaceful. Oh, you
Yeah,
asked me a
I'm
different
talking because
question. You're trying to see like if I was for it or against it or what's my
like
viewpoint
the
on it rather
statement
than
itself, not the actual whatever
oh,
movement that
okay,
was,
okay.
but just a statement. Black Lives Matter. What you think about that?
Well, I'm gonna sound like every white dude ever now. I'm gonna say all lives matter, but it's not, it's not that is all lives do matter. I feel weird saying it because everybody uses that as the anti-BLM statement.
Because wouldn't you agree that that was a retaliation of the slogan Black Lives Matter?
It was a retaliation against the slogan. That's why, but that's the best way to describe
Or could they? Or could
on it, is
somebody?
that everybody matters. Like we all bleed red. We're all people. We all have our
Yeah,
individual
because
Hey, I believe
could
that shit.
lives.
Hey, I'm one that believe that all lives matter, man. I believe
because
all lives matter.
I don't think that anybody believes that all lives matter, and I can ask y'all a
All
simple
lives
question
matter.
right now, and y'all would disagree. I don't think you really believe that.
All
why don't
lives
all
matter.
lives matter?
All lives.
Let me ask you. Do grapists lives matter? And notice I said grapists.
All lives
Do
matter, man.
grapists lives
Yeah.
matter? They do.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
agree with that? Do you agree with that, W?
Because
Yeah, their life matters. I mean, we can
You
learn from
probably
what led them there. I mean, what happens to them? I mean, everybody's going to have their karma or their
right.
judgment. Their life matters, but
Okay.
you know, if they get convicted, if whatever happens to them, their karma is going to come get them. I'm not going to say that their life's not important, but if somebody takes it, then they took it.
Right.
If
But
that
they like
somebody's me, then it might
they
be me.
they
Who knows?
nah, but
That's kind of crazy work.
that nah, they
Well,
life
then,
still matter.
what about?
You probably don't condone or go for what they did, but they life still matter. It's like that's on them, the choices they make, but you know
But then there's what's saying because it's something that you ignore inside of that. There's a
what
victim that's up there that would never have that
yeah.
happen if this not mattered person would have never did that. If you got
But
people that you care about, if somebody you cared about got raped, would that person matter to you? The other person,
But
the
see,
person who did.
that wouldn't even.
that's just me, my personal vengeance or some shit. They
I
life
know,
still
but that,
matter, and that's why you will go do something because they life matter. That's why you try to take it. That's how you know it matters. That's why, because you wouldn't take a
Good
life.
point.
You wouldn't try to take a life if it didn't matter. Why would you take a life that don't matter?
you could take. What?
So,
That don't even make sense. That's
because you ain't catch it. You ain't catch it. You taking a life because it matters. You know
Yeah,
why people kill?
the life
Because
matters.
life
When you take
matters.
that
That's
life
why you
away.
going for vengeance. That's why you want that person dead because they raped that person. Because
no. But
they life matter.
you're saying inside that theology that the rapist's life mattered, and that's why I'm taking it. I
Yeah,
agree with it, but it's the complete opposite. I'm taking his life
same thing.
because this person I
Right.
care about matters.
Yeah, they
You
life matter. And but the reason you took
Lives
his
are still
life,
mattering. Lives still matter.
but now I'm saying the reason
lives
you
are
took it
mattering,
though,
but then you don't think of that person as a person that matters. I'm not going to
you
say that somebody who did this grievous act matters. I'm crazy. It's
or
crazy.
or you
Are you
know
gonna
what I'm
take their life?
saying,
Are you gonna take their life?
or try to beat them up or something.
Huh? What you
What
say?
what you gonna do in that situation if you
Uh,
found
if
out?
if we was inside a judicial system that was within my cause and my belief, he'd be stoned to death. Yes, because
Okay,
that's what
then.
God said to do.
So you want to take that life that matters because life matters. All life,
No,
regardless of
what
the
you said don't
situation.
make no sense. I don't know.
So
Is
you went
anybody
to
else
the
following that?
so
Somebody explain
seven
that.
so seven. You went to the extreme side of it. What about the white European who just sitting in the living room, not racist, just chilling, and they feel slighted because they're like, damn, do my life matter? Because if
I
you
would
saying
ask.
black lives matter, do my life don't matter now? I ain't do
Oh
nothing to you
man.
guys.
No,
Hey
I
man,
think
I
that.
ain't mean hey. I ain't mean to switch this up, man. This on him, man. Don't we ain't argue against each other, man. What the fuck? See what he did to it?
No,
He
it's
done
cool.
I thought
divided
the I
kind
thought
That
the
of
white
first
man
God
always got
damn.
his foot on our neck
God damn.
Thing
He
is this.
divided kind better. Divided
all the
kind.
time. That's the government.
So I want to answer your question still because I do think that their lives matter within context through the prophecy of what my God said that needs to happen to their people. So I don't look at white people and be like, your life doesn't matter. Everybody's a piece of this puzzle. And then when you get to the nitty gritty of it, like the only reason that they will ever say that all lives matter is because black people's going through turmoil, and then they had to retaliate with that with that slogan. They even started saying blue lives matter when cops were
Now,
killing black
now,
people.
now, now that was some bullshit right there.
That was the real
Now,
retaliation. But let's
yeah,
bring it back,
now
fellas.
that's the
Let's bring
bullshit.
it back. let's bring it back, fellas. W. So, and you decided to leave that life alone. I'm pretty sure you got family members who are still deep in it. How do they feel about you, like just leaving that alone and not confiding to their rules and thoughts?
Well, I'm a be honest. I'm not in contact with a whole lot of my family, and it's not exactly even because of that. It's more so because I uh I was on ice real bad before I joined the army, before I came to Texas. And so when I left, I said I wasn't coming back. And anybody still in the dope world, I don't mess with them. So I don't talk to a whole lot of my family regardless.
That brings up a lot of the other questions, like what is it like to be on ice? How do you explain that?
I mean, you don't got to answer it if you don't want to.
I ain't never did it.
That 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 that's
It's
interesting.
like
Yeah, it is because I don't know neither though. That's
it's it,
interesting.
it's like losing everything. So initially, man, it's like energy, and it takes your breath away. Like it's the greatest feeling in the world, and it's super hard to explain. Uh, but if you were to ask me how it really was, I mean, it's like staying up for days because you can't stop using. It's spending every penny that you had on dope. It's going through, and nothing mattered. Friends, relationships, nothing mattered except for that next high, because at that point there comes a point in addiction where it's no longer a choice, and
So
it's
how did you get yourself off of there? What type of treatment, or was it self cold turkey? How did you get off of it?
I cold turkeyed long enough to pass the piss test to join the army, and as soon as I passed my piss test, I shipped. So I cold turkeyed, went straight to basic training.
So you had your mind already made up. You were done with that. You were done with that part of your life.
Yeah,
Or did you relapse?
I got out of it early. I did have a relapse while I was in the army. Thank God I never popped hot, but I it was one time. Relapse is a part of recovery, and we do recover. But yeah.
Okay. So for anyone out there trying to, it's hard for them to get
We talking
themselves,
about
even if it's not ice, even if it's in some kind of other hard drug, they're trying to get themselves off of it. What would you tell them? What advice you got for them?
Uh, you can't get clean for somebody else or something else. You have to hit rock bottom yourself and realize that something has to change. I mean, the easiest way to make that change is people, places, and things. You change your environment and your triggers to use. You don't go back to. You don't spend time with people that you used with. You don't spend time at places where you used to use, and you don't do things that you did when you were using.
Okay.
That's how we do it.
All
You
right.
gotta
So,
you gotta break the pattern. The
heard
easiest
that,
way to do
man.
that is to just up and move. I mean, you can go as far as throwing a dart at a US map, and you're like, all right, that's where I'm going.
Mhm. For sure, brother. All right, we're gonna get to the last little questions. Seven and RJ50 got, and then we're gonna ask W, do he want to stay on the panel and finish out the rest of the show. Seven, you got any last thoughts, questions for W on this subject of his story, his life?
Um,
Any advice, any love you want to show him?
nah, it's nothing that we shouldn't talk about inside of this type of platform. No, um, no, it was a good interview, man. If RJ50 got any questions, you can go ahead.
RJ50, you got anything, any last final thoughts or questions or congratulations or love you want to show W?
yeah, man. It sounds like man, you didn't went through a whole lot of adversity and fought through a whole bunch of shit like you're a real straight fighter and been getting through a lot of things. So I salute you, appreciate you for showing up, bro. And I wish I wanted to. I didn't know how the interview was gonna go or what it was really gonna be like, but you seem like a pretty cool dude. And I would have never thought like your past was your past. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? How
You
Yeah,
you
don't know
because
that.
I
conduct
look
yourself.
like
Yeah.
I look like
No,
every other
you
suburban
don't, you
white
don't look
dude.
like what you've been through. You don't look like what you've
Man,
been through.
And that's the point, right? I've had the mindset since I decided to leave was I've got to break the cycle. I'm tired of the cycle of poverty. My whole family on both sides, they've never left that same town. They've never wanted better for themselves. It's just been a cycle of addiction and abuse for generations. And then I finally broke that cycle because I wanted better. I didn't want my kids to go through what I went through. And that's really that adopting that mindset is what helped me grow as a person.
Right
Yo,
there.
appreciate that, brother.
I
That's
knew him. I knew him a lot earlier, and that, you know what I'm saying, you could see the shift inside of his mindset, you know what I'm saying,
bro.
between who he was and who he is now. Like, you saying he a cool dude, you wouldn't have said that shit 2 years ago.
Nah,
See, that's
right.
the best part about life. I'm glad we meeting them now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have said that 4
years.
years ago. 4 years ago, you'd be like, man, we about to jump this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Man, curb stomp his ass.
All right,
Goddamn.
yeah, W, we appreciate that. That was a great interview, man. Love that right there. I hope the audience had a nice, enjoyable time right there. So, W, you want to stick around, stay on the panel for our hot topics?
Absolutely, I'll stick around. I'm going to turn my camera off so I can go outside and smoke a cigarette. But
Okay.
I want to say Data Duck said Black Panthers smoke crack and Klan members do ice. And I don't think I've heard a more accurate statement.
That's Data Duck for you. Appreciate that.
There's a difference inside of that. No, I gotta speak on that. The Black Panthers didn't invent crack, and they had what's the name, the FBI infiltrate their neighborhoods and give it to them. White Klansmen literally make that shit inside their trailer parks.
Oh yeah, man.
They
They be walking to work with a 2-liter making shake and bake in a backpack so they can get high as hell when they get there.
Wow. All right, we're gonna jump into these topics right here. Earlier this week, rapper Kevin Gates caught a little fire from his stream recently. He's dating a 26-year-old female, and he's 39. We got the video. What do you before we get into the topic, you got the video 4-7?
Yeah.
Roll it. He was on his live stream. He was on his live stream with his girlfriend, and someone noticed that she was kind of young, and he had a lot to say about that.
It's Kevin
Like I
Gates
said,
still relevant?
I mean, not as much as he used to, but he's still making good music though. Like I said, he's 39 and she's 26.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't see nothing wrong with that either. That's a 13-year age gap, and they both adult.
We're gonna play the video, fellas.
I don't want no old man. What you don't want to go, man? You don't like me, man? Straight up.
What? Hey, yo.
What? Want something that been you? I don't know about. We ain't going to the used car, man. But see, that be, I don't be nothing but that. They like, man, hey, yeah, damn near, yeah. Old enough to be your dad.
I can't even.
I ain't even. This kind of that video. It was too distorted. I couldn't even. It was like.
Yeah.
It sounded like he's just mumbling.
Oh, y'all
All right, so basically in the video, he's going off because of the streamer found out that the girl was 26 and he's 39. So the question I want to ask the panel, you can take that down, 7. The question I want to ask the panel is, what's too big of an age gap in relationships?
I'd love to talk on that. So I think my parents had an 11-year
You got me backstage.
My
no, you not.
When I was born, my mom was 19. My dad had already been to the desert twice. My dad was 30. But I mean, as long as they're adults, right? I feel like an age gap is an issue once you start getting into that teenager thing. I think teens should be with teens. If your age don't end with teen, then you ain't got no business with being with nobody that age end with teen. So And with that statement, that also means there's still a maturity difference between 19 and 20.
It was
So
good, Jody Jeffs.
I don't think 16 and 20 cool, even though it's a 4-year age gap. But 18 and 30 might be all right, depending on maturity, like where you are in life. It really come to that. But at that point, they're adults. They're able to make those decisions for themselves.
Yeah, like I want to say, like, does it matter? What's the oldest or youngest you guys ever talked to? Pros and cons of dating younger or older.
Uh, I don't think it's no pros and cons. Sometimes it just depends on the female, really. Cause
Yeah,
you
I'm with
can,
you. It depends on the person.
yeah,
The
it
largest
definitely.
age gap that I actually, what I'm saying, dated, and I mean like actually started dating, she was 35 and I was 18.
Whoa.
Yeah, I used to watch her kids, and then she used to let me use her car and shit, take them to Six Flags, got me a Six Flags pass, make the
Best
bombest
thing
sound.
ever. Best
Oh, you
thing
had to
Boy,
do
I
that.
ever.
was hey,
And
Best
what
I
at
what
lived
what
18.
and
and it's
what
around this
why do you
time I was living on my homeboy's couch across the what's the name apartment complex from us. So I
Best
used to
time
come
ever.
by, he used to be knocking on the door, fresh cookies and shit. It was a good time. I ain't even gonna
As
start.
and what
Steven
made
said,
you
welcome to the Cougar community.
what do you think made her attracted to a 18-year-old being 35?
That she probably was trying to mold me, what I'm saying, be the father of them kids, which just wasn't gonna happen. It just
Damn.
was. What
Man,
I'm
that
saying? But
opened
I
you up for
definitely,
all kind of
I
jokes.
enjoyed her because she was like, they need a big brother figure, they need a father figure. I was like, all right, cool. What I'm saying? I work at Chili's, boom, boom, boom. But then shit, when I'm off, like shit, if you let me use the car, yeah, I'll slop them out there. I'll do this, I'll do that with them, take them to the library. So it was a good time. I ain't even gonna stuck.
Yeah,
It
she
was
was
like,
good cougar. Real nice cougar, huh? All right, let's get to some of
Hmm.
them comments right quick. Jody says, "Hey panel, what's up with the Mexican jokes? Latino here." All right, that's what I said, Jody. I asked him what's up with the Mexican jokes, and everybody got want to crack jokes. We won't let it happen again, Jody. Jody's our number one supporter. Appreciate you for stopping through once again.
in the
Yeah,
context of that, Jody, was that at the beginning of the show, we talking to W here, who he's an ex-white supremacist. So people in the panel, they was trying to, I'm saying, engage inside that realm. He didn't take the bait though.
No, I
This
didn't
man
either.
might be media trained.
Yeah, I think I mean, Josh says Diddy and Cassie was 17 years apart. Yeah, and you see how that went. You see how that was going the whole
hey,
time.
hey, now
Mind control.
what about the Patriots owner? Who got that
Oh
young
yeah,
man's
Bill Belichick. No, the old coach, Bill Belichick. His girlfriend's
Nah,
like 27, and
yeah,
he what 60 something.
Oh,
yeah,
you know what she's looking for. Belichick got
shit.
money. You know what she there
Hell
for.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
digging for
And she
gold.
don't leave his side. She do not leave his side.
Yeah, she trying to get
shit.
added into that wheel.
Oh
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
she's sucking a mean dick to get in that will.
We hoping that Chinese what's the name research don't kick through. I don't want to be spent on.
She hope it don't come through. She about to throw a toaster in this man bathtub.
I'm betting
You
on a
heard me?
good 8 more years. This is
He's
it.
like, hey, not you better not invest in that shit.
He look happy though, for real. He look happy. He probably the happiest he ever been. Sometimes when you see older men with younger women, they look real happy. Like I don't know what to say, and it just like I prefer growing up younger. I prefer older women because I figure they were more mature. They knew what to do. I didn't have to think as much, and they could lead you a little bit. So I kind of, when I was younger, I went the older route. I don't know what age I'm gonna be like. Ooh, give me a 27-year-old. But right now, that's a little bit too young based off the maturity, experience. Like they said, depending on the woman you are, but most of those 25, 26, 27 still act like they 21. So you're gonna get some of that mouth and arguing and ignorance, and if you can put up with that, put up with it. But
Well,
that's it's not,
they some of them that's not like that. I'll say I'm 23, and I'm out here. But like my ex-wife, she was younger than me when we got married. We were 17 and 18. Uh, there's a maturity difference for sure, even in the year gap, and it just come up with how somebody was raised. I feel like
Mm.
once the people that are older, like you start seeing people in their 50s and their 60s with people in their 20s, it's a different motivation.
So is she any more mature than what she was when she was 17?
Man, no, she couldn't even pick our daughter up from daycare on time. Talking about I work nights, I overslept, so you couldn't pick her up at 6 in the afternoon. That shit crazy.
See, still immature. Yeah,
Shit,
that's crazy.
you got grown women do the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Got
And
grown
I'm
Yeah,
women
not
do the same shit.
based off of the stuff that you were saying. I ain't want to scoot too far past it, but I wanted to let y'all speak. I think that we need to stop using the word sugar baby
sugar
because
mama,
that's just a hobosexual. Women and
a
men
sugar
Same,
mama.
same, goddamn.
say
Nah, he
those
talking
are
about the other.
hobosexuals. They need a
Nah,
crib.
Not, I mean, it work out for some people because sometimes, like I'm gonna be honest, I was a fan of the cougar community here the last few months. So it's like
Hmm.
sometimes they just need somebody around that got it going on, and
mhm.
you ain't
That's
got to
you
do
know
too much. It's a real low maintenance relationship.
they cook for you a little bit. Make sure you get you a little rest and get you a hot meal every
And
day.
and on your
Call
way
you
on your way out the door, you grab them fruit snacks up out the bowl and
or peppermints.
Fruit snacks.
Buy you yeah, during Christmas times. Cougars are real good, real nice during Christmas. Love
oh
them.
yeah, around Christmas is great.
God, God.
But you got to make sure you going out with them. You going to say little family reunions. You got to be showed off and all that other stuff. So it's pros and cons to
Yeah,
both of that.
and you gonna deal with the dirty looks from their family,
Yeah.
but it's worth it in the end a little bit.
Data
I
Duck
know what
says
you mean.
50 an expert. You're an expert on Cougars 50.
Yeah, man, I had my first. Yeah, yeah, man, I had my first shot.
My mate, man.
Man, yeah, like all my women used to, man. Yeah,
So them
like
older
I love
women,
all that.
boy.
Hey,
Yes,
that shit ain't funny. But but yeah, man, I love older women. I still kind of do, the right one. Like, but that it's
Well,
the right type of any female that I be like, okay. But yeah,
Have anybody on the panel ever been a hobosexual? You have any of y'all never y'all didn't
what the
have a
fuck
place
up?
to live? I'm talking about you only with this person, so you ain't outside
Oh
sleeping in the
yeah, that too. Yeah,
it be
hell
like
yeah.
that.
Hell yeah.
It
Damn
be
I
like
right.
that.
You
That's for
gotta
I
both.
take
have
It
an
advantage.
benefits
issue.
both, right? Benefit both of
yeah,
y'all.
that's it. Both sides. Both sides. Have y'all ever took in a hobo? Yes or no? Y'all have to say
Nah,
Yeah,
yes.
nah, nah, nah,
No,
nah. I
no.
never did that.
Women,
I ain't
women
never
are more
taken.
likely. Women are more likely to do that.
yeah.
That's
My
Yeah.
not
ex-wife was
that's not true.
living with her daddy when we got married, and I went and I put us up in an apartment, and then when that lease ended, I went and bought a house. And you know what? Now that we divorced, she back living with her dad.
Wow,
And
depending
see,
on
the
you.
thing is, I wanted to talk on what Dave said because it's not this thing for women inside of our community specifically. White men,
Mm.
the niggas be simping, man. They let a person come live in their crib and all type of other stuff. Hey,
Is
if you ever
is
speak
that
on
true?
that
W
subject, you
a
can.
white man more susceptible to bringing a hobosexual, as Seven says.
It's like almost.
Not a
Well,
homo.
I
God,
mean, I mean that gonna depend. I mean, is the pussy good? Is she cleaning
Oh,
or
come
like?
on now. Hey, come
he's
on
like
now.
talk. He's like talk that
Is she
shit, man.
You
cleaning?
hear
Like,
me?
is this mutually beneficial? Like, you need a place to stay, and I get the benefits, or
Yeah, that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
gotta
That
talk
makes a
that out
lot of
before
sense.
she step foot in. You gotta draw that contract up,
you gotta
negotiate
you gotta
everything
figure that out. You gotta manage expectations before you
on
get
me.
there.
For real.
Yeah.
Data Duck says with white men are known tricks.
That's
I
what
Yeah,
I'm
think I think
saying.
that's
I
all
think
men. I
all
think all
all
men
men
with
with
money,
his money.
especially the older
Yeah,
men.
somebody
That's all men.
somebody gonna have to explain that to me. What the fuck is a trick?
A
A
trick,
man
and
that's
that
just
means
out
that
here
you
giving his
spend
money out.
money. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
nah. I'm with the
oh,
Jews on that one. I ain't giving no money
especially
out. I'm penny pinching.
Heard that.
especially the ones who ain't like a trick to me is like the men who be spending their money paying bills and ain't getting nothing out of it. They just hoping and wishing, and they just steady spending, and
Oh,
ain't
bro,
getting nothing out of it.
that's every married man.
All
Well,
right.
no. If that's your wife, that's cool. That's your wife. I'm talking about on females who not your companion, just somebody you met and got the number, and she steady telling you, "I need this paid, and I need this. Can you buy me this? Can you get this?"
Oh
And you
nah,
steady doing
I
it,
ain't doing none of that.
and you ain't never got nothing. You know, she might come and give you a hug every now and then or some shit, and that's it.
No, that's somebody
Yeah,
that
that's
real
tricking.
lonely. You
Yeah,
got
that's
some
tricking.
issues.
What about this?
I
Have
feel
y'all
like
ever been like have you guys I want to pose a question. Have in school, have you guys ever been an upperclassman dating a freshman or sophomore, like you were a senior, and then you went on down to the lunchroom, you seen some hot and she was a freshman, or you was a junior and you seen a sophomore. You ever dated underclassmen?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So my very first relationship. This is gonna be a little bit of a lore drop here. So
We got
for
time.
the town I was in, my first girlfriend, she was Hispanic. Like I was going to Mexican breakfast with her uncles and taking tequila shots at 10 a.m. at like 16. But she was a freshman and I was a sophomore when we got together, and we stayed together all through high school, all the way up until I got here to Fort Hood. But it was it was just a year gap. Like we had the same birthday. We was
Ain't too
exactly a year
bad.
apart. And I guess it's technically underclassmen, that sophomore junior thing,
Yeah,
but
but
it
that's
it
right.
didn't
It's
seem
right there on
too
the
bad.
border.
Yeah,
Ain't too
it's right
bad.
there on the border. I mean, I think like the senior freshman stigma is fucking crazy, and I
Yeah,
think the
that.
super senior freshman
I
thing is
told you.
crazy. That's
We
fucking
talked.
wild.
Yeah.
But you see them peeping them out when we get in there. Freshmen coming in. You see them seniors coming down.
Oh yeah, well
Eh,
you see it now. Like I'm 23, right? So I'll put it like this. So I got a buddy. I'm not gonna throw his name out here, but he lived right across the street from me. This dude's my best friend. I'm gonna flame the fuck out of him though. He is 31 and he only date teenagers. His last girlfriend 19. The one before that freshly 18, still in fucking high school.
Mm.
What?
Man, I'd be shaming the fuck out of him.
Oh
They
yeah, for
adult,
sure. You got
sure,
to.
but like you picking your girlfriend up from high school. You 31 in
Yeah.
the army. What the fuck are you doing,
Come on,
bro?
man.
Yeah. This is what that all lives
Wow.
matter stuff gets you right here. he think
The
his
two don't
friend
go.
life matters.
Hey, you said, hey, shit, that's crazy, but that's crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
wild, bro. Well, what's
But
what's what's going what's wrong with them mentally? You got any like why is he
that
only
ain't.
choosing teenagers?
Oh, you can't hear you right now. He just said
I
deal
think
broke
he
up.
like him young, man. He like him young and want to mold him and take care of him and have him doing what he want them to do.
See, and
It's
this
some W is he okay in the head?
Yeah, he's normal, dude. He just I I
He
don't know
like
why he like
like
younger
hey,
women.
bro. Hey, I want
like
you to
older
I want you
women.
to reevaluate your life and then stop messing with this man. And if you really want to get this man some help and you think that he your homie, then you need to go and then get him some help, some counseling. Tell him to talk to older women.
So we
But
did, we
don't
did.
let
We
this
so we
man
got
keep
him.
on going after people, kids, dog.
No, we shamed him to the point where he not doing it no more. But
No,
it
don't
had been a
shame him.
pattern
You
for a
need to
while.
beat him because sometimes the
He
hard
say you
way
gotta
is
beat
the
him.
only way.
No, we
Man, he
we
ain't say
shamed him.
yeah.
He he talking to older women now. Like I'd take him to the bar. We got him. Like he set up the girl he with now. She in her 40s, but like
Good. Get him
I was
somebody that's
like,
50 or 60. Take him up some more.
yeah.
Fuck
I
that
th-
shit. He
his
want to go all the way down to
issue.
18. Push him up to
I
60.
Yeah, I think his issue
Hey,
was it was a personality based
okay.
thing. Like he was just listen. He's 31. He ain't he ain't got no kids. He ain't got none of that. So he was like, damn, I don't want to take in these fucking blown out women that got 3 baby daddies in the Colleen area because like this shit's fucking rough out here.
Hey,
Mm.
hey,
It
what they
sounds
And
like
say?
one of
Hold
them
on.
puppies.
He a
Huh?
predator,
Yeah.
man. That's something that
Go,
you have
go.
to. He's a
Hey,
predator.
make sure
Let's get
everybody go like, subscribe before
now.
you
Let's
go to
get y'all.
sleep
Let's get y'all final
podcast.
thoughts on this topic
Hey,
right
hey,
here. We're
hey,
gonna wrap
hey,
it up.
hey, but is it a difference if it was a 31-year-old woman going to get an 18-year-old boy?
That's
Yes,
still
because I
fucked
wasn't. I
up.
wasn't. I
Even
wasn't
in
included.
Seven's situation,
I
Josh
wasn't
says
included.
nah. He wanted to control those girls. No sense in being with someone in high school. I agree.
Oh
The
yeah,
woman.
no, it's for
So
sure.
the question that you asked me,
She
50.
trifling too.
Yeah, she was 35. She had 2 kids, and I was 18. I was already out of school, been out of school for a whole year already. I was, you know what I'm saying, one of the late years. I turned 17 in my
No, not
last year.
not you, not you. I'm saying
No, but I'm using
the
mine as
right.
understanding of it. She would still be inside that same threshold because she was only with me because she thought that she could control and maneuver the situation, not knowing that, you know what I'm saying, I got my own mind. I ain't about to get caught up in no trap.
But she,
Ain't
but
doing
she probably,
that.
nah, she probably just liked you because it's a lot
No,
of y'all
absolutely.
up there. She still owes you.
She
Yep.
liked me,
So,
okay? Yeah. She
all right, let's
definitely
get
did like me.
y'all. Let's get the final thoughts on this topic right here, Seven. What's your final thoughts? Put a bow on it.
I don't even remember the original question.
What do you think? What do you think is too large of an age gap in a relationship? Does it matter?
Yeah. I don't think that it matters too much. I would say that it's a woman needs to be at least 21 before she can just date anybody or somewhere around there. Give her brain development or something. I can understand if you're 25 dating an 18-year-old or something like that. That doesn't make as long as she's not inside of school. So like age gaps don't really matter too much. You know what I'm saying? Maturity levels do matter.
Yeah.
18 is a weird area. Don't mess with people that's inside of school. They learn.
RJ50, your final thoughts? Put a bow on it.
Yeah, I like what Santa said, man. I guess shit. Once you 18, I guess, and out of school, it's it's fair game. You consider legal down there, down there. You know what I mean? Because shit, even when you go apply for college, shit, your parents can't really sign you up. You got to do it yourself. You know what I'm
That
saying?
adds, in,
So
that adds in another question to it. If y'all want to entertain it, y'all can
Nah,
say pass.
nope. There's let me get your final thoughts on this, W.
What? This is a great question.
What's your final thoughts,
Okay,
W?
good,
I
good.
kind of
Yes.
I kind of want to hear Seven question
Nah,
now.
let me get your final thoughts on this, W.
All right. So my final thoughts on it is like me personally, I set that boundary at if you can't get into the bar, I'm not really fucking with it.
Heard that. That's a good one right there. All right, Sam, say your little piece real quick.
Yeah, it's too late, man. I already
All right, that's
passed. Let's
easy.
go to the next question.
All right. The
Hey, the
next
truth is, I
this
forgot it. Yeah, I
the
forgot it
next
already.
the next topic kind of ties into the last one. It's dating in 2025. Are people still looking for love or just looking for opportunity, attention, and advantage? Are people still looking for love or leverage? We start
It's
with
all
you right there, 50.
shit. I think it's all of it. Shit. You looking for love, advantage, leverage, all that. You know, that's what
Is it
it's
all
for.
in one person or you just out here just doing whatever suits you at that moment?
Um, everything is a moment. But if you got an agenda of something, like some people got an agenda of like we say, you might have an agenda of wanting somebody that got money or whatever, or somebody who could spend got the time to spend, or the person who just affects it. It's so everybody has an agenda when they dating somebody, but it depends on what you're doing it for. And some people just want to just naturally just build and become something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
W. Oh, my bad. My
Oh,
bad.
I
RJ50.
I agree
Go
with
ahead.
you on that,
nah,
50.
nah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, W.
So what my thoughts on it, right, is I can't stand like my generation. I'm 23. I cannot stand this fucking hookup culture.
Mm.
I
Speak
cannot
on it.
stand it.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
It's like the idea that like none of it matters, right? Everybody's out here acting like none of this shit matters. Uh, Regardless of whether I have a partner or not, I'm gonna keep building. But I'd love to build with somebody. I done tried, obviously, but
Right.
it's but a lot of people out here, I think everybody is looking for personal gain. They're trying to leverage somebody else.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think a lot of people out here.
I feel like there's a lot of women out here that are looking for somebody that somewhat has their shit together, and they're trying to and you know what? Maybe they might be in that mindset where they want to grow too, and getting with that person and give them a head start. I mean, it's still kind of starting off on the wrong reason, but if they got the same goal, it might work. But otherwise, I feel like everybody is dating for personal gain. Nobody's looking for love anymore. You don't
Oh,
see, like I got some neighbors. We gonna call them Dre and Teresa, but they in their 70s. They've been married 46 years.
46.
People don't do that no more, man. I
Nah, not
sitting and
nope.
talking, sitting and talking to Dre on my porch, man. We'll sit, we'll smoke a little bit, we'll hang out and chat it up. You know, they kids don't come around no more, but we'll sit and chat it up and talking to him, talking about everything he been through and whatnot, and what they've been through. I mean, you can go through hell and back with the right person when you find them, and people just don't love like that anymore. You see a lot of people my age, they grandparents was together 30, 40, 50 years, and and now we seeing that 50% of marriages end with divorce. Like nobody's in it for love no more. There comes a point when that spark is gone, that love becomes a choice. When that honeymoon phase of your marriage or your relationship is over, you have to choose to love somebody, and people aren't doing that anymore. When times get tough, they cutting ties and leaving. It's over. They don't want to deal with it. They gonna go car shopping, because
Mhm. Yep.
you don't walk up to the car dealership to buy a car. You drive to the dealership. You already got a car when
Mhm.
you go to find your new car. So when
Yeah,
times
I
get
think so.
hard, that car got some issues. Maybe it need a little work. They changing it. They're like, no, I'm just gonna get a new car. It ain't got as many issues.
Mhm.
Instead of
Like,
fixing the issues on the car, they got paid off.
All right.
yeah,
We gonna,
upgrade.
before you go, RJ50. Before you go, we're gonna get to some of these comments right here. We got a Bori hands 223. May depend on where you're at. May depend on where you're from. What I'm hearing, where I'm at, everybody my age 24 is getting married, and in this era, don't even compare to the 80s if we're talking about hookup culture. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, hookup culture is making a comeback.
Jody asked Bori, do you think 24 is too young to marry? No, I believe that if both people are on the same page and mature enough to handle that, and then yeah, go ahead, RJ50 with your comment, and then we're gonna get to seven.
Nah, I was just agreeing with W, man. It it's man. I lost my train of thought for a
All
second.
right, go ahead, seven. While 50 get it together.
Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead. It's working good.
I don't really have any comments on it. Wait, hold up. Are people in today's dating world truly searching for love, or is it more leverage and personal gain? Technically, everybody is looking for leverage and personal gain. People just got different agendas on what that leverage and personal gain looks like. A woman may be looking for a six-figure man or some sort of that. A man may be looking for this or that inside of his relationship. So I think that everybody is looking for personal gain and leverage inside of a relationship. I ain't trying to get inside no dry ass relationship that don't
For
have
sure.
no gain or leverage. That'd be stupid.
Exactly.
Name. Not only that, relationships
Right.
are an investment. You have what's the name when you actually looking at it for the long run. And I don't believe that you're able to divorce a woman unless she does heinous acts, as in being well off from what God actually implemented for us, or so spiritual fornication or physical fornication. That's the only reason I see to break up with a woman. So uh, yeah, I like to think of it in the long run as an investment act, and you would like to make leverage and gains in any investment that you make in life.
Anything,
Yeah,
anything.
I think
Yeah,
and also got to do a better job at picking your partner. Make sure the partner you pick is like is either on the same level as you, or you see them coming towards the same level as you, and y'all two can build together. Stop picking people who you think you can build somebody up and make them something. No, you can't. You can't do that. Stop picking people who are not in your ballpark. Understand you want a baddie, but you got to look at yourself like what's you because there's levels to getting a baddie, and there's certain things you got to have and do. So pick your person properly. Really pick who you want, not who you fantasize about. Pick who you want to get through life with, like W said. Pick who
They
you
gotta
want
grow
to.
with you.
Yeah, pick
Look,
somebody who you want to grow with and learn with, and can get you to all these levels that you want to go to. So don't be on level one trying to mess with somebody that's on level 11. Like W said, that honeymoon phase and all that, it's gonna run off real quick.
Don't you think people should be
But
more modest and humble?
I,
Who is really on another level than anybody else?
I was just about to say that though. I was just about to say that because yeah, I
Well,
agree with what you were
points
saying.
in life at
Yeah,
different points in
what
life. When
not
Yeah.
different
everybody
points in life.
gonna be at different points in life. See, the thing is with that is
Yeah, but you also got to
it,
find somebody.
listen, no, bro. The thing with that is more of a I don't care who you um meet or how it's all about. I don't care how you meet them or who you meet. If y'all show a common interest or some type of interest, it can go wherever y'all want to take it. You know what I'm saying? No matter.
You got to make sure both of y'all levels of maturity on
But
the same level.
no. It's gon' you gonna know that because it's things just come together. It's not no you find somebody in y'all maturity level ain't the same. Ain't nobody maturity level gonna be the same all the time. It's either I want to match your energy or you want to match my energy. And then if that don't happen, it's not gonna happen. But when you
So
do show
so if
interest, so
you
hold
so
on,
if
hold on. So I'm saying so when like say for instance if say how what you saying is like if you meet a female that probably got more than you and doing this and doing that, and you really like her and y'all been dating or whatever, it might spark your interest like, oh shit, let me get on my shit so I can, you know what I mean? It's not like um nobody is on a higher pedestal because that's why this motherfucker fucking with you. You
Yeah,
always on the
yeah,
equal playing
and,
field.
and I'm
It's
going to the level of do we have the same level of maturity? Do we have the same level of respect? Or are we on the same level of spiritual views? Or do we have, you know what I'm
but
saying, not financial and material things.
right,
I'm talking about things that are on the
that
inside,
too.
not the stuff the exterior.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
But in that and with that being said too, that's like all that stuff. It's a learning thing. It's a how you grow and build with somebody. Because all the time, everybody gonna could be themselves, but can you accept the person for being themselves, even though you believe in what you believe in and stand on what you stand on? Long as they respecting you and doing the things you like as a partner. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, but if you
I can respect you to believe in this or believe in whatever and have this spiritual background or whatever. But I'm just saying you still can grow and be as one. It's just all about learning and growing it. You know what I'm saying? And how much can you take if I can't take this from the if it's like I can't take this, it's too much for me. Or if it's like, all right, I understand. Let me all right, let me take this and still learn and grow and build. That's what I'm saying.
A relationship is a living organism. It's kind of like a fire. You know what I'm saying? What do fire need to continue to burn? It needs fuel.
Yeah.
And so
And
when you look
oxygen.
into a relationship, it's the exact same thing. It needs fuel to keep on running. And when you're working at a lower like what Dave was trying to understand, like when he's saying like it's different levels to it. I get you at that point now. Once you said it the second time, I understood what you were saying, and I definitely agree with that. If people aren't at the same maturity level and aren't able to work past certain things, it's not going to work. If you don't have, you know what I'm saying, a moral compass that align with each other, it ain't going to work. If you like so many other things, if you get undermined inside of the relationship when you speaking about your kids and stuff like that, or you're like speaking to them, trying to be a mentor to them by the other person, and they go around your back and with your kids, that's gonna be that's a lot of turmoil. It wouldn't
Oh
work.
yeah.
That's
And
maturity
I
not
feel like
happening.
a lot of relationships have issues that come from beliefs on parenting. I know my ex-wife and I had our disagreements about how to parent, but there's a lot of people that have a lot of issues with parenting. And there's some people that just don't parent.
Because there ain't no blueprint on parenting. Every kid is a snowflake. They all different,
Hmm.
and there's no manual for raising a child.
No, there's
Absolutely.
not, but I feel like in my opinion at least, parenting should come natural. If like when I became a father, I was in no way was I prepared to be a dad. But the moment I held that little girl when she was born, something just changed. And like that, I was like,
If it
I
was
can
so
get this shit
natural,
right.
if it's natural, like you said, do you think it'll be more fathers involved in their kids' lives?
Not
If it's
everybody,
so natural,
well, not
because
everybody got it.
the numbers of fathers not in their child lives are higher than the ones that are. So
That's
if it's
Absolutely.
so natural, why isn't it more
Well,
prominent?
it should be natural, is
Okay.
what I'm saying. It,
No,
it
wait, hold on,
comes to
Chris. I
some people
disagree.
naturally.
Okay, I'll let you answer real quick. Go ahead. No, answer first.
Yeah, so it comes to some people naturally. Like me, I naturally picked up on being a parent really quickly, and I feel like I'm doing very well at it, especially doing it by myself. I was like, but with my ex-wife, she never wanted to be a parent, and then after we had the baby, she never really was a parent. She did the bare minimum she had to do to keep that baby alive. And I feel like that's what a lot of people do because they just don't have that natural instinct.
Or the maturity to take on responsibilities other than yourself.
Yeah,
Because raising another being, raising multiple people, what if you raising
it's
multiple?
something bigger than you.
Yeah. And
It's
I
more
think that's why I
important
say
than
it
you.
got to be more than a natural thing, because if it's so natural, then your situation, it probably, no, you know what, I ain't gonna use, if it was more natural, things like that wouldn't occur. If it was such a, oh man, I'm a parent now, something just clicked. Even
But
with
this,
me, even with me, starting off as a single parent, my first 3 years, it didn't quite click. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get on my horse and really be the dad I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure it out, but if it was so natural, then I would have hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
no,
can hear
that's
that from a woman. If a woman told me that her parenting came natural, then I can believe it. You know what I'm saying?
but
I can see where she's coming from,
well,
because
what
it
I'm
naturally
talking
works.
about.
I want to give you pushback on that because that is not true. You saying that
Oh,
what's the
seven.
name?
Can we go?
What's
Can we
up?
hear some comments before you go? Because we getting real deep. Can we hear some comments right quick? Uh,
Uh, Let me put out this last statistic before we go into that, just
okay, go
because
ahead.
it's real
Go ahead.
quick.
We on the road. Go ahead.
Black fathers, I'm not speaking for everybody, sorry about that, W, but black fathers are actively involved in their children's lives, often more than other groups. Multiple studies including from the CDC, that's the CDC, shows that black dads are highly engaged in daily parenting tasks and emotional support. So we're not quitting on the
Yeah, well,
kids,
where are they
we're
getting these
quitting on
numbers
the
from?
wife.
What communities are they doing this study at?
Well, that's CDC. That's actually what's the name? The controlled disease. I forget what the CDC stand for, but that's like a
Yeah,
government.
where they getting where they get this study from? Who did they study to get come up with this numbers?
The CDC. That's all. That's part of the government study. Am I tripping right now?
What
I got
what group of men? What community did they go in and get this information from?
I was
black
gonna say because they
community
wasn't
in
looking at
America.
Chicago.
Black
And
community in America. Yes, this is
which
CDC.
ones? It's a lot of black communities in America. Which ones?
All right,
Because they
so
all not the same. All of them not the same.
all of
All
the
of them
black
ain't the
communities
same.
in
So which
America aren't the
ones?
same. The black
All,
community, all the
all
black
black
communities.
communities. You
Are
you
you
got
gonna
you got
let me answer? Or you're just gonna go
my
talk
bad.
over me after you
My
ask the
bad.
question. So, what's the name? The black communities in America. CDC is a government. What's the name? Disease organization. Obviously, I don't know what the acronym stands for specifically right now. But then CDC is over the government of understanding disease and all type of stuff. Like they do other research also, and they say that black fathers are one of the most active groups in America. This is an American study. So it's what's the name? It's not going to go by like, oh, but what about this county inside of this small area? It's talking about broadly the America, black people. We watch our kids. We're not with the mother. There's a difference. So that's a different argument. That's all I was trying to bring into it.
Is that because
Yeah,
there's an
and I
issue? Is that because there's an issue with black women in parenting, or is it an issue with black women in relationships, or is it just women in general? Because I'm leaning towards it's the women in general are the problem here.
It's a women in general thing, but for the most part, a lot of times it's a lot of the stuff that we was talking about. What's the name? In particular, when we talking about maturities not matching and stuff like this, men got goals. They trying to actually aspire to do things for their family, and they don't seem to work out with the relationship they in. That doesn't mean they hate the kid. The mother and the father go separate ways, and that's why you
Yeah,
see
and
multiple
and
families start
and
new families.
sometimes it's a spiteful mother, right? Because you'll see it like when that relationship ends, the father still want to be in their kid's life. They or they instinctively or they naturally they might not be immediately the best father hitting
Sometimes,
the ground running,
not
but they
not.
have that drive to want to be there, and sometimes the mother will try to keep them away, and you
I
see
wouldn't
that
say
a
that's the
lot.
I wouldn't say that's a fullness of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is exactly what Dave was explaining, where it's just a piece of shit dad. But then, you know what I'm saying, you can see a little bit of all this happening at the same time. Only thing I'm trying to isolate is the fact that these dads, generally black dads, we do take care of our kids.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I did totally disagree with that statistic right there. That broad number out, man, it's something I got to look in, and like one of those numbers I got to look into. That's all. I just need to like I need to see who did they study. You want to say all Americans? Studies don't work like that. They studied a group of people, but they'll tell you it was a broad. But they'll tell you it was a broad scope of
Come
people,
on now,
but it
dog.
wasn't.
Come on, man.
That's a big thing in America, demographic studies. So that's breaking down different segments of the country to whatever specific groups
Okay,
that they're
I found the study that Seven was talking about. CBS News put this study out in 2023. The study was actually done in 2013 in Florida. And it was just like a community there in Florida. But
So
yeah,
who know right? Who knows what community they picked out of? And you said it was a broader. It was just a study in Florida. So who knows what community they went? What was? Who knows what community they went to in Florida?
No, I'm reading the same thing that you're reading right now. Where do you see that it was just in Florida? Well, one of the most significant trends is the increase in Black children living with their fathers in 2023. About 47.5 to 48% of Black children were living without a resident dad. Proportions of children living in resident dads at 34 years high. The ultimate job, blah, blah. This is the study that they pulled it from. This means that the proportion of Black children living without a resident father is at its lowest point since 1973. This is a big deal indeed. It signals a positive shift in the family structure. But I like how you tried to bring it, and I'm not trying to what's the name bash you for this.
I know. I'm
I like how
guessing.
you, no, I'm
so
talking to not you personally. I'm talking
the
about
Congressional
Let's
Commission for
hear me out. Hear
the
me out. Hear
social
me out.
status of Black men
There's
and
multiple
boys did
studies. You
hold on,
found
fellas. We got
one.
two people talking at once. We got two people
I know.
talking at one time.
my
I mean,
bad,
stop
Seven.
real quick. I'm gonna let you speak though, brother. So
Yeah.
that
And we're
means
gonna get to the comments in a second.
multiple studies have been done on this. You isolated by finding one study, and then now you're isolating that study and saying, "No, this is just Florida, so there's only good Black dads in Florida." No, there's more studies. It's talking about a broader spectrum. Come on now.
Yeah, it was just that one specific study was done in Miami. So it was done by a Hope organization in Miami. But there are other studies that have come up. So just referencing this came from Reddit on the subreddit r/Black men. And so the study was Black dads are more involved in activities with their children than other groups. And then they give, according to the CDC and their study in 2013, Black fathers, 70% who live with their children were most likely to be bathed, dressed, and changed and help with their child and toilet every day compared to their white or Hispanic counterparts, white being at 60%, Hispanic being at 45%. And so it was just the percentage of the study group in Miami for that one. There's
We wrote another article about it too. The iconic study in a decade old now and continues to be cited. And it's worth remembering as fathers across the country are celebrated. Brothers deserve their neckties and golf balls too. Barack Obama, blah, blah, blah. They're saying a bunch of nothing. Get to the point. Yes, there is a sad I don't caveat. I'm sorry, I didn't ever seen that word before, but that's caveat. To those CDC numbers, it's that too many Black men, far too many, are not custodial fathers. Higher divorce rates, lower marriage rates, giant disparities, and incarceration rates. And those all play a part in having too few Black men getting the opportunity to be custodial fathers.
So do we got conflicting stories, or these updated stories? What's going on?
these are
They're not
updated.
conflicting.
I think it's looking at the other side of the coin. So it's kind of like you're seeing publicize the 30% instead of the 70 that's not in their kids' lives. So it created that stigma of, black fathers aren't in their kids' lives. That's only 30% of the community. And
Okay.
that's what's being represented. It's kind of like, I don't know if you saw the little thing that the dude that did all the animation for Boondocks, he was like, man, ain't nobody feel sorry for us or our plights, because all they see on the news is us out here acting goofy. They don't see the rest of them. You just
That's
you just
seven
see the
show.
bad.
Mm-hmm. That's the truth. What's that? We see the bad, and we really don't pay attention because that's propaganda for us to destroy
And
our mind
and,
and make
and
it
the and
seem
the
that make us also hate ourselves the same way the white supremacists hate us.
I
White
feel like
supremacists.
it's a part of human nature to look at the bad, because I mean, you can do 1,000 good deeds, but if you do one bad thing, that's going to outweigh all the good that you ever did. People will only see you for that bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most
All
definitely.
right,
That's fact.
RJ50, can we get your final thoughts? Put a bow on it.
Man, I missed the whole thing, man. I had a phone call I had to take. I missed the whole thing. But so my final thoughts is I wish I would have heard what I was talking about because it seemed like I was into it.
Hold up.
Yes, are
Okay.
people still looking for love or leverage?
Oh man, we should okay. I think I told you it's like all of it mixed in, man. You want it's love and leverage, man. You supposed to,
Yep.
like you say, build, man. You want to build, like like you say, you looking for certain things in people. You want somebody to, like you say, build that you can climb with or whatever. So they gotta, we gotta have that. So you looking for
Mm-hmm.
something. You looking for that love and leverage. So it's
For
all of
sure.
it mixed up. Love is everything, man. Like you say, man, the longer you can sustain it, man, love is everything. The ups, the downs, the goods, the bad, the all that, It's learning. If you want to be with them, people don't you don't want to let it go. You
All
gotta
right, W,
learn when to.
W, final thoughts on the subject. Put a bow
I
on it for me.
I think it's leverage. I don't think people choose love anymore. I think that the majority of people are using other people as stepping stones in their lives. I I think that people don't get into relationships or marriages for the long term. Everybody has an escape plan. Everyone has a backup plan. And everybody's ready for their next big thing. They're not. People aren't choosing to love anymore. When times get hard, they're out.
You trying to look at some of these older comments that was just up though, Dave?
Yep. Roll them comments for me, and you'll read them for me, Seven.
I don't know if this was one that was already up here at
Now, we
24.
ain't
I
read none
wouldn't
yet.
okay. At 24, I wouldn't say that I would have been ready. I had some more things to learn, but everybody is different in their maturity of life and life journey.
He talking about getting
Yeah,
married.
get married at 24, but I think that you can get married whenever you're ready to get married. To be honest,
If Yeah, I think that if you're with the right person and you're like, this is who I'm going to choose to love, then absolutely get married.
Next question.
and then
Next comment.
like, Jody seconded that, and she said it's about spiritual growth. Yes, and then people are constantly evolving. You got to choose each. You got to choose each other and be intentional with it. That was Josh who said that. That's around the same thing. Oh, there's another one, and you can't force them to want a parent. They have to want to change and grow within it. And then
That's
this
what I
is the
was talking about, being natural. The want to be a parent, that drive to be there, that's instinctive and natural, but you
Yeah.
you have to want it.
For sure.
There's another one to you right here, Dave.
Mm.
Yeah, you are a black dad. That dad though, Chef Dave, that took care of your daughter. You took care of your daughter.
Yeah, and I just want the numbers to get higher on that. Not even just black dads, even all the dads. I know it's hard. This stuff ain't easy, man. I just get in their life, show face, man. Just show face. Kids, you know what? You think it's about money? It's not, man. You show them kids your face. Laugh with them. Walk with them. Teach them something that don't cost money, man. Let's get these numbers up higher. And that's all
Yeah,
I got to say about that.
spend some time with your kids, man. That's the most important thing. Is kids need a father. There's some things a man can teach their child that a mother can't, and that's going to be a controversial statement. But and of course, there's some moms that kill it at playing mom and dad, and there's dads that kill it at playing mom and dad. But it won't never be the same as
Nope.
having mom and dad. It's we weren't designed for all of that load to be on one person. So for a man to raise a child as a single parent, there's going to be things that are overlooked or missed that wouldn't have been if it was a man and a woman, and the same with if it was a woman raising a parent by themselves.
Yes, sir. All right. That was a very good hot topic right there. And we're gonna move
We
on to
got
the last. Oh, okay.
we got
Boy.
another question, another comment. Lots of different things produce these statistics, and these things are all unique to the situation a
Yes.
family faces. I agree with that.
I agree, Bory.
That's
I agree.
true. Man, this is the last one. Disagree that everybody, it's everybody or society though. There are lots of people out there that make it work. I don't know what he's trying to say. He sounded like he was drunk writing that. Did I
No,
read
it
it
probably
wrong? So let
nah.
me.
The thing is, when we don't read these comments while we on topic, then we don't know what they're talking about. That's all that
No. He
was.
just put this in. He just put this in like a few seconds ago.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not that long.
Disagree that everybody is everybody or society though. Lots of people out here that make mistakes. I appreciate you,
Oh,
Bory.
that was
All right, we
that was
gonna move.
me. That was he was responding to me talking about choosing love.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, makes sense.
All right, fellas. We're gonna move on to the last question, last little topic of the day. And it's there's a white only community developing in Arkansas. Go ahead and roll that video for me, please.
Hold up. Let me get the video. Here, let me take out this comment too. Okay.
White's only community in Arkansas developing. Roll it.
Questionnaire and an interview with the Board of Trustees. How would you defend what you do?
We're not trying to oppress any other group. In fact, we would want to help other groups also have their own spaces if that's what they want.
Do you understand why some people, though, might see what you're doing as racism?
Sure, of course. But I also don't know exactly what racism is. The concept has shifted over the years. If racism is hating other groups of people, I would say we're not racist. If racism is valuing your racial heritage and wanting to perpetuate it, well, then by that definition, yeah, we're racist.
Butch Dale lives in nearby Ravenden. He's a city council member and the fire chief. He says he's not bothered by it.
We live in a free country. I think they have a right to support their views the way they want to. Of course, we all have our different views.
Arkansas civil rights attorney Austin Porter Jr. says what they're doing is against the law.
It violates the 14th Amendment Equal Protection Clause. It violates 42 U.S.C. Section 1982 of the Civil Rights Act, because those laws say that anybody enjoy the same rights to own, sell, possess land as enjoyed by white citizens.
Orwell and the Return to the Land official website both say the community is a private club, therefore exempt from Title II of the Civil Rights Act on public accommodations. That would have to be tested in court.
In order for there to be a case, a lawsuit, there has to be some kind of what's called a case of controversy. Someone trying to obtain ownership or someone trying to live in that particular area, they were denied. And at that point, then a lawsuit could be brought.
Is there something that you have against people of other ethnicities?
No, we are for European heritage. That's our history. That's where we come from. We want to perpetuate that. I think that's very natural. I think all life basically wants to perpetuate what it is. So we're trying to do that.
Is it because you're honoring your ancestry, or is it because you think your ancestry is better than another?
Well, it's mine, and obviously I have a preference for it. But I wouldn't say that it's superior to others in all respects. I think in general, societies get along better when people are more similar. The more dissimilar people are in a society, the harder it is to understand each other. And if you can't understand each other, you can't exactly predict what everyone's going to do. And if you can't predict what they're going to do, it's harder to trust them. And so multiracial, multicultural societies and
All right, all right, all right. All right, pull us back up, pull up the panel. We're gonna get everybody. It's a whites only community in Arkansas. Do you feel how you feel about how this community is coming together?
Man,
think that
I felt everything he said except for the last shit. My bad, Seven.
No, it's cool. It's cool. You go first. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, I just wanted to say that I agree with everything he said except for the last shit, last part. But
Yeah, so I agree with a lot of stuff that he said, but the thing is that people would assume that they're doing this because of a lot of the propaganda that's inside of America. You talk about like the 1350 or whatever they be saying, and they think that they're going to be escaping crime or whatever it is they're going to be trying to escape, and they want to preserve white heritage. Somebody would have to explain to us what white heritage is, and since you're the white person on the screen, if you can explain briefly what white heritage is, and if it has contradictions, then I'm definitely gonna give you pushback. Go ahead.
And
You know what?
After you do that, give
And
me your thoughts on the community and its
a
upcoming.
lot of people will say that there is no white heritage, and I feel like it's partially true, but there is, but there isn't. Everything that white people do, all the other races will also do. I don't see exactly. I see white history, I see black history, I see all that. I don't see like the heritage. Like there's so many different groups of white people that everyone's got something different. It's too broad.
So the thing that I wanted to say to that, you know what I'm saying, it may sound, this is controversial.
And I
White
think
people,
oh my bad, but let me finish
go
this.
ahead, go ahead.
I
Finish
think
up the last thing
what
you gotta say.
he said they were looking for like Eastern European heritage there, like Eastern European whites, and so they do a lot of that. They have their own thing there. I couldn't tell you what it is because that's not me. I'm not
Bro, I'm
from
about to do
UK, Spain, that type of deal. But
So if the land is private, should it be a problem?
if it's private property, I don't think that. So what they're doing is it's just a fucking fancy HOA that they set up so that they could be their own group. So I got it pulled up right now. So they set it up as a private membership association. So what I think happened there was somebody went in there and bought like a 1,000-acre ranch in Arkansas for cheap. It's in the shitty farmland area, but like, you
Bad
know what, we're
land.
gonna build this
Mhm.
crazy
Close to the book.
HOA with all these amenities, and they're using their right to free association where they're only selling those plots in that
To
community
white people.
to people that pass the background checks or whatever they're, and that's the only way they could do it, because you can't discriminate against people on race or anything else for getting mortgages or their right to buy land. They're not saying that black people don't have a right to buy or own land, but they own all of the land there. It's a monopoly, and they're like, hey, these are
Yeah, that's
good.
what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
So I think it is still a frivolous act only because, and me personally, I don't mind them doing this, but they're going to see all the exact same crimes that's constantly going to be happening inside of that community. There's going to still be theft. There's still going to be murder. There's still going to be rape. There's still going to be all type of other things happening there. Over the years, we're going to see this coming up inside the news over and over again because people are going to see it as clippable moments. But the thing, what's the name, when it comes to white history, or even going into places like Spain or Eastern white history, you can't really equate that to white people without also adding in other groups. Like, even if you're looking at like some of the greatest things that ever happened inside of Europe, when you look at the Roman Empire, a lot of their historians, their philosophers, they attribute those things to great kingdoms that was inside of Africa, whether it was the the Isles of Petra, whether it was inside of Carthage. And when you go into like Greece, same thing. You see the same buildings that's inside of Greece, inside of one area. It's same thing is happening already inside of a place in Africa. If you look at the the math and structure that they had, it also was aimed at Egyptian Egyptian lifestyle and whatnot, where you get the Pythagorean theorem, which is named after a Greek man, even though it was obviously founded way before that Greek man existed. Macedonia didn't even exist before those people, yet they named it Pythagorean theorem. And you can't build a pyramid without Pythagorean theorem, which Black communities have been building for long periods of time. So I know I'm getting a little bit off topic, but at the base of it, I don't know what white heritage is without other people. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I feel like that's a lot of heritages. I mean, there's some that is like specific, like Black or Hispanic heritage or their traditions or culture. But I feel like everybody is influenced by everyone. I feel like sometimes we'll take into ourselves or into our heritage or culture our favorite parts of other people, and that's how you build that sense of self or that sense of
Expand on
culture.
that. Expound on that, please. Can you expound on the portion where everybody is influenced by everybody? What would you say is something that influenced other people from different cultures? You don't have to do anything like racial in particular, but then it's just something that you would think of.
Like other cultures. Well, I mean, take a college campus for example. Like all of these other cultures are coming together for a common goal. They're all there to get a degree, and they're intermingling with each other. They're introducing each other to each other's cultures. Is really common now today. Nobody's really gatekeeping. You know, they are, but they aren't. You know, there's some places where it's
They
open.
literally gatekeeping the community.
Yeah, they
I
are.
got two things. Okay, the first one is you see the difference in between races to where if it was a community of Blacks trying to build up something like that, it would be so much negativity and all. We don't even care. We don't care that they building up their own community and finna do this and that. But let us
Well,
do it.
that's the thing, Chef Dave, is they are. So you see it now on campuses, especially at some of the bigger colleges, where they're like, we want our own dorms, we want Black culture dorms, and they're pushing for that now, where they've got their own dorm wings, where they only put Black students in them rooms.
No,
And
that's not true.
white people doing that. That's
not true. You giving halfway, you know what I'm saying, truth right there. Because they do have Black dormitories, but then it doesn't keep other groups out. It's just that is a place for Black people to congregate. So there is white people inside those dorms. There's different other races of people inside those dorms. They're just called Black dorms. It don't mean other people can't be inside of them. So and you can look that up. You can fact check.
And I didn't know that. See, I was fact checking it too. I was like fact checking myself. I was like, hang on, I got that right.
What did it say?
Yeah, what was my second question? What I often say about oh yeah, RJ50, what's your thoughts?
Hey,
Now, I'm not finding anything to support your point, Seven, but
I don't shit.
I'm not seeing
it
anything.
Is what it is, man. It's shit. I don't see nothing wrong with if we talking about white people having what Seven say culture or whatever
heritage and so
heritage. You know, it's like everybody is like because the thing is, I get what both of y'all saying. Seven gonna take you to. He gonna take you back. Keep going back. But what he's saying is like what W is saying is more like if you don't know for real all of it, so you'll pick something that you do know and hold on to. Just like we call ourselves Black versus versus what we'll call ourselves if we knew what tribe we came from Africa or wherever the place we are from Africa, you know what I'm saying? We'll be saying that instead of saying Black, taking on that culture, the Black culture in America, you know what I'm saying, America Blacks. And so we build our culture, we make our culture, And I think what W saying is like some people sometimes like regardless if you white mixed with something else is like you don't really know or you do know some of it, you should still uh use other cultures. Just whatever you around, your environment shape you for real. Like wherever you come from, it's like you gonna gain that culture. I'm not gonna say far as your history from back when, wherever, you know what I'm saying, the peoples came from, if you know. But wherever your environment is, that's the culture you gonna know and be around. Just like he almost fell victim to what he was when he was young, you know. So
The everyone is influenced by their community and the people around them. If you're around other
yeah,
cultures, you're going to be influenced by that culture.
yeah. But that don't necessarily mean that's your particular, you know, but
Right.
that's just what you live in. That's what I'm living. I don't, if I know my, you know, this background like that, then I probably try to live that way or whatever. But what I'm living in now is like, you know, that's how I keep kind of.
Speaking of black culture, somebody's smoke alarm just chirped.
So you saying we don't change our batteries?
It was
So you saying we don't change our
it was
batteries?
probably his. It was probably yours, brother.
Oh man,
Yeah.
mine are wired into the house. mine don't
Same
got
here.
batteries.
Same here. I
Damn.
don't got no batteries. I don't even got smoke alarm. My house it was a send alarm just cause. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
God
I
damn.
ain't got no
Look, look,
samurai
look,
sword either.
look, say,
Yep.
damn, y'all can hear that shit. I thought I took the battery out that motherfucker.
Oh man.
You fed into the stereotype. You want us to say nothing?
Shit.
You should have kept on pointing the finger.
Damn, bruh.
Fine,
White man always
fine.
got his foot on our neck.
But hey,
Man,
no,
nah.
back on the topic though. Like,
Go ahead.
I don't think that it's a problem with the fact that they have their own community. The thing is that I would like to bring to your attention is that black people, we had a lot of communities across America. Do you think that the government will treat this white community the same way it treated black communities, where we had Seneca Village, we had so many other communities, a nameless amount of communities that was
Shit, well,
destroyed by our government, drugs infiltrated, guns put into it? Do y'all think they'd do the same thing to this white community?
Well, that depends. Is that white community going to let that come into their community? Are they going to be susceptible to that? I mean, there's bad eggs in every race, but you got to look at the communities that they were targeting. Like they're not building O Block in Chicago. These people are running through
They
background
wasn't
checks and
targeting.
everything
They wasn't
else.
targeting. So I think that you are probably ignorant of it, and it's okay if you are. But we're
Yeah,
not talking
yeah. I
about
don't
just
know a
O
whole lot
Block.
about the
We're
topic.
talking about stuff that was 60 years ago, 1913 or so. You know what I'm saying? Almost 100 plus years ago, we had towns. Do you think they would treat these communities? It wasn't no O Block. It wasn't drugs going through these neighborhoods. These were good people. You know what I'm saying? They dealing with the same struggles as everybody else, but they was getting destroyed because they were black. Do you think they'd do that to that white community because they're
so
white?
you
But
want to go?
why?
So seven. You want to go destroy once they build everything up. You want to go right their community. You want to go tear it down like they did Tulsa.
Did I say that? I'm talking
I'm
about
asking.
so yeah, what's the name? That's off base though, because I'm asking, do you think the government's not a skin color, the government's not a person, but they do have an agenda. Will they allow this for a white community if they wouldn't allow for a black community? That's a real problem. And that's something that even needs to be talked about when you're thinking about reconciliation. We need to be reconciled as a people. There was communities that we had. Y'all out here building communities, happy to start a whole heritage forum, and the government ain't gonna do shit about that. But they'd do it if your black ass built a community today. That's just being honest.
I feel you
Damn,
on that,
dropped the
seven.
mic.
So where I'm at on that is why did those communities fall to that temptation? I mean, if the government was running guns and drugs through these communities and they was tearing the community down because they was black, it why did they let it happen? Like why did they ain't the government can't force you to smoke crack. The government can't force you to kill your neighbor or your homie. That it's a systemic issue where there's people of all races that just are okay with where they are in life. They're okay with living in poverty and they're okay with continuing down the whatever path they may be on. And then once you get around those people, like if you're in those groups, once a couple people get into that community and other people come around it, they'll is like a disease. It just spreads among it.
And I think that it's key points that you're missing out on, because you're saying that, you know what I'm saying, they don't choose to do the drugs. Obviously, you're correct on that point. What is happening inside of the system that makes them choose the drugs? They also killing off leadership. They're burning down ways for people to make money. Mass incarceration, which means you're not able to get a decent job anymore. So you start selling drugs to your own fucking neighbors. Like, these are all propagandic. Not only that, predatorial. Honestly, everything that I just named is technically listed as a cause of genocide. Technically, we're people that is still and have been going through a genocide. People wouldn't classify it like that because that'd be too flagrant. But at the end of the day, if you kill off the dad, like let's say, I don't want to say it is to you. If I kill somebody's father and they're just a child and they don't have any guidance inside of life, do you think they're more susceptible to fall into bad actions or views?
Absolutely, and that's kind of what I was getting at.
Close.
I was
Make
asking
it
what was
close. Make it a
causing.
close-ended statement. Close the statement. After you make your statement, don't even have a question on the end. Close it.
All right, so yeah, that's where I was getting at, was what caused them to fall susceptible to those things or those tactics if the government was doing that, and you answered the question perfectly there.
Do you agree or disagree with that, though? You had just to close out the statement.
I'm uneducated on whether the government did it or not. I'm sure that there's
okay to
groups
say, I don't
that
know.
could have done it that weren't the government. Like,
right.
I'm sure like the KKK was always a thing out here, lynching dudes and making children orphans. Like, that was a thing, and that totally could contribute to that.
Okay.
All right, fellas. We're gonna get your final thoughts on that. We're gonna put a bow on it, and then we're gonna hit the round table wrap up, and then we're gonna end the show. Go ahead, Seven. Let me get your final thoughts on this topic. Put a bow on
I
it.
already said everything I needed to say.
All
I
right,
spoke a lot.
W, your final thoughts on this topic. W's final thoughts on this topic.
I've not got it.
RJ50, you good? Final thoughts on this topic?
Yeah, they did their thing. They closed it out. So shit. Either way, hey, build your own shit. You want to see what happens. Prepare for it if somebody want to come infiltrate or some shit. I don't know. But build your own shit if
For
you
sure,
want it.
because you know somebody come and tear that bitch down. But we're gonna do this round table wrap up. I want everybody to get a final thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Any advice you want to give to the people? You know what I'm saying? You let them know. We're gonna start it off with Seven.
I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
Final round table wrap up, Seven. Your final thoughts on the whole show. Anything you want to get off your chest? Any love you want to get a W? What's up?
Hey man, we definitely, you know what I'm saying, need to do something like this again. But we need to take the gloves off. You know what I'm saying? We need to make sure that we able to, you know what I'm saying, throw some haymakers inside of there so that we can actually give the fans a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I do want to touch into a more adverse views, and whether it's your views, my views, and I want to tell everybody we got somebody else that want to come up and then have a conversation, and that's going to be something that's going to be happening in the near future. Make sure you check in. That's all I got.
All right, W, let me get your final thoughts on the show. You know what I'm saying? How it made you feel. You know what I'm saying? Did you like being on the show? All that.
Absolutely. I appreciate being brought onto the show. It was a great time, and y'all are a great group to talk with. I'm excited to. I know what Seven just talked about, the other guy that's coming. I'd love to come with him because that'd be a good group.
All right, we're gonna keep that in mind for future shows. All right, RJ50, your final thoughts. Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything? Wrap it up.
Nah, all good, man. I'm about to check in, then I'm about to call it a night. I hope
All
y'all guys
right.
have a
My
good
final
night.
thoughts. Like I always say, anything that's easy ain't worth keeping. If it's hard, it's meant for you. It's your boy Chef Dave, 7W, RJ50, and we out.